What greatly improved your mental health? Story 1. Sleep. If only I'd realized this in my teens. People severely underestimate the massive impact sleep has on your day, productivity, and mood. Story 2. Downplaying the importance of my thoughts. Most human thoughts are nonsense. I question every negative thought, and so far, they've all been nonsense. It's a game changer. Story 3. Learning to love myself. A few years ago, my self-esteem was rock bottom, and I wanted to be better. My therapist suggested treating myself like a friend. It sounds cheesy, but I started writing compliments on sticky notes each morning and placing them on my mirror. Soon, I began believing them. Being kind to yourself and giving yourself grace can truly transform your mental health. Story 4. Slowing down. Urgency is often a trauma response, and in today's instant everything culture, it's easy to get caught up in the rush. Realizing I'm not responsible for others' feelings lifted a huge burden of guilt. This isn't a pass to be rude, just knowing when their emotions involve you and when they don't. Story 5. Muting my social media activity and replacing that time with reading books. I've finished 6 books since January and feel great about it. Story 6. Getting a cat. He sits with me while I rant about everything, just letting me get it off my chest. Life gets lonely without family, a partner, or kids. He makes it easier. Story 7. Nature. People overlook the simple thing, and many struggle to find nature where they live. A trip to the mountains left me more relaxed than ever. Being near water after years in the city instantly improved my mental health. Realizing how much life surrounds us puts our smallness into perspective. Story 8. Exercise. Daily and outdoors whenever possible. I paired it with quitting alcohol and sugary junk a few years ago. The physical and mental improvements are huge. Poor diet and sedentary lifestyles are incredibly destructive. At 50, I look better than I did at 40. No magic, just consistency. Story 9. Practicing deliberate gratitude. Every night before bed, I think of 3 different things I'm grateful for, just 5 seconds of reflection. Doing this for months completely shifted my mood. Story 10. Improving my relationship with my wife. A couple of years ago, we were on the brink of divorce, barely communicating and growing apart. We've learned to value and invest in each other, constantly encouraging and supporting one another. It's made me feel amazing lately. Story 11. Psychedelics. Your brain is like a snowy hill. Each thought is a sled ride, carving tracks. Repeated thoughts deepen those tracks, forming hard-to-break habits. Psychedelics are like fresh snow, offering introspection and new perspectives. They can be effective for depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues, are non-toxic, non-addictive, and can even help with other substance addictions. Story 12. Therapy. Having a safe, judgment-free space to vent to a professional made a huge difference. It's amazing how much better you feel with someone supporting and guiding you through struggles. Story 13. Having a baby. Not because motherhood made me happier, but because I'm so busy and driven to show my child the best of life. To make them their best self, I have to be mine. I relive life through their experiences and can correct mistakes my parents made with me. Story 14. Drinking water and cutting sugar. I used to drink only soda or super sweet tea, but switching to water cleared my mind. It's an easy way to lose weight too. I'd recommend ditching soda for anyone wanting to feel better mentally and physically. I allow myself a vanilla Coke once a month as a treat, but that's it. Story 15. Stopping socializing. At 47, I do what I want with my time instead of enduring boring people or activities. Years of forced conversations and events I had no time, energy, or money for drain me. I love solitary hobbies, reading, baking, sewing, art, gardening. Others make them less enjoyable. Isolation isn't healthy for everyone, but I was worse off with people around. If you hate socializing, you might be like me, happier undisturbed. Story 16. Finding someone who loves me and marrying him. People say you must love yourself before loving another, but I disagree. My neglected childhood left me unloved, and my husband's deep love helped me learn to love myself. Story 17. Practicing random acts of kindness, being grateful for what I have, and not focusing on what I don't. Strong relationships with my wife, family, friends, and colleagues help. I stopped obsessing over news and politics. It's not my job to fix the world, and getting mad over things I can't control is pointless. Above all, mindfulness. I don't dwell on the past or hold grudges. I used to collect grievances, but now I stay present. Story 18. Spending more time with family and cats. I ditched toxic friends and groups that drain me. I stopped caring about others' opinions or comparing myself to them. I also quit consuming content about my hobbies. It added unnecessary pressure. Lowering expectations is fine, average is okay. I don't need to excel at everything. Story 19. Learning about the human psyche through reading gave me perspective. Schools should teach basics like neurosis, psychosis, bipolar disorder, and how conflicts between your perceived reality and actual experiences cause mental strain. Most people struggle, but not everyone can understand or accept others' differences. Society normalizes widespread depression and psychosis, and people don't realize sadness is normal, not depression. This should be taught in schools, even an hour a week. Story 20. Leaving my work-from-home job for a flexible, mostly in-office role. The social interaction helps me focus on work for more than 1 to 2 hours a day, boosting my self-image. I also quit all soda, including diet and energy drinks, switching to occasional coffee. 2 weeks later, when soda cravings faded, it felt like a win. Story 21. Learning to say no. There's nothing wrong with declining things you don't want. I used to say yes to avoid hurting feelings, ending up anxious. It gets easier each time. Prioritizing my mental health by putting myself first has been life-changing, and I don't know explanations. Story 22. Having a routine. No matter my schedule, getting up, dressing, and showering puts me in a good headspace. Even if I don't feel like leaving the house, I'm presentable enough to answer the door. This mindset leads to small actions like cleaning. Without it, I'd stay in bed all day. Story 23. Leaving a toxic work environment. My old boss complained constantly about everything and everyone. When he quit, it was like the sun came out after 2 years.